who had curvaceous hips and chest appeared to have male genitalia.
So you're saying you're all
boys down below, not here nor here.
A bombshell woman was rushed to the ER because she was suffocating, but when the doctor pulled back the blanket to intubate her, he froze. This woman had male sex characteristics. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. So was this patient a man or a woman? The doctor had treated transgender patients before, but what didn't make sense was this. There were no obvious surgical scars, and changes this flawless. This was the first time he'd ever seen anything like it.
I've treated many transgender patients before, but I never had patients that seemed to have curvaceous chest and hips, but male genitalia.
When the doctor listened to her lungs, they sounded terrible. For someone this young, her lungs should not have sounded like that. And then, before anyone could process it, her condition started to crash. Fast, the doctor moved fast and got the breathing tube in. But minutes later, something shocking happened. Silicone started coming up through the tube. Where was that silicone coming from? The doctor immediately thought about what he'd heard in her lungs. Was her airway, or even her lungs, filling up with silicone? But then where had the silicone come from in the first place? The team suctioned the silicone out of the tube, but it came right back. That's when the doctor realized the truth. If they kept cleaning like this, it would never end. Not long after that, the patient's close friend showed up, and that's when the doctor finally got the real story.
So you're saying you're all
Boys down below, not here nor here.
It turned out the patient was actually a man, but he was getting ready to go out as one of the girls for a girls' night. Before that night, he'd gone to a so-called pumping party to get his body pumped up fast. Someone there specialized in creating the perfect body. They didn't use the usual medications. They injected silicone directly into the breasts, buttocks, and hips to make everything bigger and rounder fast. The trade-off was a 3-day stretch of intense pain. But now the question was brutal. How do you get leftover silicone out of the body? Especially when X-rays might not even show it. The doctor thought of ultrasound. Ultrasound can pick up fluid and abnormal echoes, and sure enough, they quickly found shadows in his lungs. Exactly what they were looking for. With no better option, the team pushed high-pressure air into the patient's lungs, trying to force that thick, sticky material out. After more than 10 minutes, the shadows finally disappeared, and the patient finally stabilized. He was out of immediate danger afterward. Police got involved. The person who came to inject them wasn't a licensed doctor at all, more like a Romingan licensed injector who traveled city to city, organizing these parties for money. Ann Kelly and Jamie weren't the only ones who'd been hurt.